Okay, so here I just want to go over, I have the simple rectangle class. I've made a few cosmetic changes to it, but just as a review, we have two private data members, we have two constructors, a default constructor and a constructor that has parameters. We have set functions for both data members. We have get functions for both data members. We have a function to actually calculate and get the area and a display function. And in my main program, I've declared one rectangle called box, which uses default constructor, one that called box1 that uses the constructor with parameters, and one called box2 that uses the constructor with parameters. And then here, you know, this I just put box so that when it calls a display function, you'll see which one it's calling the display function for. You know, here it says box 1, and then it just calls a display function for box 1. Here it says box 2, and calls a display function for box 2. So here's your code for both constructors. Here's your set functions. Here's your get functions, here's your get area function, and display. Keep in mind, any of this code that has one line could also be written as an inline function if you wanted to. Alright, so let me just go back to my main program here. This type of a main programmer is what's referred to as a driver program, and a driver program, really the job of a driver program is just to test your class functions to make sure they work. So as an example, this is testing the default constructor. These are both testing the constructor with two parameters. Here my display function, right, if I come down here, right, my display function actually tests all three of my get functions. Okay, so really the only thing I'm not testing, it appears, is my set length and set width. So what I might do here is just say box.set length. And you know, I could set it to whatever I want, so let me set it to 7. I'll set the length to, and then I'll call box.setWidth, and I'll pass that 8. So if these set functions work correctly, when I display box, it should have a length and width of 7 and 8. And so by putting that in, I'm really testing all functions in my class. Right? So now we can see box has 7, 8, and 56 in it. Okay. Alright, so this type of program is what's referred to as a driver program. And really the benefit of classes is code reuse. So in the next example, I'm going to show you how to create your own rectangle library that you could use with this main program or any other main program that might use rectangles.